The cloupor Mini 30 watt. Let's have a look. Alright guys, welcome back. So today I want to share a product with you, a very miniature product. This is the cloupor Mini. Okay, kind of like a DNA style chipset in there, but cloupor's design, of course. So for you DNA fans out there, I do apologize for calling that a DNA, but I said DNA style. Okay. Very small device. You can see it just, this is a possible stealth vape right here. Now I use this device, I've been using it for the past week and a half at work. Okay, I work on a construction site, very brutal environment, dusty. This thing's falling, it stays in my pocket, it gets put down on concrete, whatever, right? It's very harsh environment and it's been holding up very well. I'll show you how this thing has fared in the up and close. We'll take a look. Some of the finish has worn off on it, but no big deal. Okay, who sent this to me for review? We got this from gearbest.com. Gearbest.com sent this for review. Now, I have a coupon code from them that I will share with you at the end of this video when we come back to FaceTime after the up and close, so you can get a really good deal on this. Okay, so 7 to 30 watts for this mini device here. Single 18650 magnetic battery door. Okay, you can see there I did take the cover off of the where the chipset would normally sit. You can see here this is the cover that would normally sit there. I had to see what was inside of here, just especially as of late. There has been some really bad press against this cloupor Mini. Pictures on Facebook have surfaced of venting batteries, caused by what I believe to be, and what I've read, what I've done research on it, what I've discovered is charging this device via USB has caused overheating on the chipset itself, because the USB charge port is integrated onto the chipset of the board. It's not its own separate PCB off to the side. And what cloupor is saying, what cloupor is stating, is that the inconsistent charging from a PC USB port or a USB port in your car, maybe through a cigarette lighter, or even newer vehicles have USB ports built in. The inconsistent current from those charge ports has been causing the board to heat up. The pictures I've seen, which I will throw in right now, you can see that where the chipset sits, it has completely melted, and that part that's mostly melted is where the charge portion of the device sits on the PCB itself. You can see that it is melted. In some of the pictures, or in one of the pictures, you can see that a battery is venting. I don't know what's going on with that. Personally, I haven't had it happen to this device, okay, because I don't charge any device I own via USB unless it is absolutely necessary. I have no other choice. I choose to charge my batteries in a designed charger to charge 18650s. I find that it's a more consistent charge. And I don't know how the charging system is set up in these devices, whether it's different from my charger, the milliamp hours it charges. I know on the H cigar box that I had reviewed last time, it actually stated on the actual charge port that it will accept a couple different milliamp hours of charge, 1 amp, 2 amp charging. Milliamp hours is probably not the right word for it, but amp charges. Experience has been really, really good with this. I'm really disappointed to hear that units are failing for cloupor, because their track record really has not been that great. The Hana mini clones, or the Hana clones, sorry, not minis. The Hana clones were a bit of a flop. They were failing left, right, and center. Then we had the T5 update with the card on, I do believe it was September 16th. You went and you got the update, and devices were failing, melting, all that jibber jabber. And then the T6, from the reviews I've seen, I haven't owned one, so I don't have an opinion on it, but from the videos I've seen, the output wattage that the device or the chipset said it was putting out was not correct. As in, the device says it's putting out 50 watts when it's actually only putting out something in the 20s, and it just was not good. Just bad news for them again. And now we have the cloupor mini, and we have units failing. Now cloupor did release a statement on this. We might get a little bit of extra bright light here, but I just want to read what cloupor announced. The official announcement of the problem. Okay, cloupor announced about the issue of the cloupor mini because the factory made wrong installation of the integrated circuit for one batch of the product. Some of the cloupor mini products may have a problem of overheated or short circuit. If your cloupor mini has this kind of issue, please take a photo of your product and the VIP card, which I'll show you in the up close that comes with the device. Contact cloupor directly. Cloupor will after service support. Okay, so that is cloupor's official announcement, which, I mean, doesn't really help. You got to contact them, take a picture. I know with the T5 failure, they did issue refunds right away to people who could prove that the device had failed. So devices shouldn't be failing anyways. But anyways, let's get back to the cloupor mini. I haven't had any bad experiences with this whatsoever. Battery life has been great. But let's go to the up and close. We'll have a look at the details of this device. We'll show you how it's fared so far. Alright guys, here we have the cloupor mini. The packaging here. We can see there is a black dot up here, just indicates the color of your device. Now my box is a little scrunched up. I don't know if this happened during shipping of the product or not, but I do appreciate that GearBest had sent this product for review. Thank you very much. The shipping was very fast, and I have done some shopping on their site since then. So we'll get to the cloupor mini here. You can see on the side we have cloupor 18 plus. This is the exact same box design, I think, as the T5. The T5 came in a nice kind of fake faux wood grain there as well. We'll get this opened up. Inside we have, right on the top here, is our VIP card for cloupor. I do believe this is just for warranty information. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just for warranty. So that's your personalized, or that's the number that goes with this device as in a serial number. We have this little pamphlet book here. You can see here it just is stating to use flat top 18650s with this device. We have our instruction manual or user's manual. This will give you the specs of what the device can and can't do, the features of the chipset, which are pretty much the same as the cloupor HANA clones. Okay, you can see here, this is what I really liked about this. Not needed, but definitely could have been used in my case, but I would have destroyed this bag. The device comes inside this velvet bag with pull strings on it, so you can pull it closed nice and tight. Our device is inside right now. We have our USB charge cable, which I think this charge cable is pretty standard for all of cloupor's products. Micro or mini USB out there, and just a normal USB plug-in there as well. Nice stretchy or retracting cord feature there. Now we have our extra parts and accessories, nothing else in the box, so we'll move that off to the side, as well as the pamphlets. Inside our little pill case here, if I can get it open, we have some extra contact screws, which I believe are brass plated. Try and get the camera a little bit closer for you guys if it's in focus. We have a set of 4 magnets here, just in case the magnets on the device fail and pop out. You have the ability to epoxy some new magnets in if they decide to fail. Alright, so here is the cloupor Mini inside its nice velvet case. The inside is nice and soft. Very good little extra, I guess you could call it, for the cloupor. Now here is the cloupor Mini itself. We have our basic 510 here, definitely like a press fit or a screw-in fit. Now I do believe it is spring-loaded 510. Could be wrong on that. Let's see here. No, it's not a spring-loaded 510. You have an adjustment screw in there, right there. Just an adjustment screw right there to adjust up or down for your atomizer. A couple little air channels up top here. Now we have our door here, which is magnetic. Now at the bottom of the device, you can see here there's a little fingernail tab that you can pry the lid up and off, or the device, actually it's kind of worn off now, but this sticker here used to say, well, it used to have a big arrow on it pointing down, and then it said pull down on it, I do believe, and you just place your thumb here and pull back and it releases the magnets. That way you can lift it off. Now we're not going to quite get into the inside yet. See, that clips together there. Got a little bit of grooves on the side here. On the back we have cloupor Mini. Now we have our screen here as well. We'll just go ahead and pop a battery inside. Positive side up. Just using a 35 amp eFest in there. So you can see it fired up. It said cloupor Mini. Check atomizer. We'll just go over a couple of the features on this device. Same thing as the cloupor HANA clone chipset. So you hold the power button and the power up button, and you have right mode and left mode, which will just simply flip the screen around. Switch back to left mode, or back to right mode I should say. power down and power button at the same time changes it to voltage. So we're at voltage instead of wattage. And I do believe it goes up to 7 volts from 3.6. And there we go, 7 volts will give you that 30 watt vape. So we'll go ahead, we'll switch this around from voltage to wattage again. Okay, our lock mode for wattage, so that it cannot be adjusted up and down, will be both the power up and power down buttons at the same time. There you go, everything's locked up, it cannot be changed. Go ahead, unlock that. Okay, now there is no lock feature on this device as far as the fire button goes. They simply ask that you shut the device off, which will be 5 clicks off, 5 clicks on. Okay, we have some scrolling lettering there, cloupor mini, now the device is on. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead. I want to talk about the wear and tear on this device. Like I said, working on a construction site, this thing gets set down wherever I can put it down. It's in my pockets with grit, sand, whatever may be in the environment I'm in, changing temperatures all the time. Now, I know on gearbest.com, in the specifications, the case is called aluminum or alloy. Now you can see by the wear and tear here, I don't know if that's copper plating or if the actual device is plating, but you can see how it has just kind of worn off on the corner there. And when I open the device, where the door has actually slid, or the door slides. Excuse my focus. I'm gonna get this focused for you guys. There we go. So yeah, you can see the finish has kind of worn off on the one corner there and on the one corner there. The bottom has done pretty well. I must say I don't see any major scratching or anything on the bottom there as well. You can see here on the bottom there is a hole that's just simply an LED light, or is it a reset button? Well, let's see. Let's plug this in. And like I said, I don't recommend charging devices USB. Could be hazardous for your batteries. So I'm just going to plug this in off camera. And that isn't our LED light at all. So it says you can use this as a pass-through. Now that I've plugged in the USB, at least with the cable that came with the device, I'm not getting any indication of charging whatsoever. So I'm not too sure what that hole is for. It's most likely for venting or something along those lines. It's got some kind of tab there. Not too sure. I'll have to figure that one out and get back to you guys on that one. So you can see on the inside here, I have removed the plate for the chip that would normally sit right there with your cloupor warranty void sticker. Now this sticker wasn't even really attached to anything on this edge here, and this part could have been removed and this sticker not even broken if I really wanted to do something to the device. But I am a very curious person and I needed to see what was inside here. So very typical of cloupor, we have a ton of hot glue. Hot glue bothers me, but you know, it's not everywhere. It's in a couple certain spots. Now, as far as the charging via USB and the failure of the devices, you can see in some of the pictures that I posted or that I've shown you earlier the melting seems to happen right in this section right here, and this is where your USB charging is coming in, and I assume that maybe somewhere right there on the PCB is where the charging components are on the PCB, but it's hard to say. I haven't completely ripped this thing apart yet to have a close look, and I don't think I will because it's performing just fine. I haven't had any issues other than the finish coming off. But yeah, other than that, it's been really good. I use my Kanger sub tank, this big boy right here, which is just as big as the device itself. This works perfect for me at work. I don't use the 1.5 OCD coils or OCC coils. I use the 1.2s or the 1.3 coils in this, and I vape at about 13 to 14 watts on this, and it's just a joy at work, gets me by during the day, and then when I get home I'm on my Sigelli 100 watt at 50 watts. So I haven't had any problems going back and forth with the lower wattages on this device. So we'll go ahead, put our battery back in, positive side up. They recommend that you use button tops, of course. You can see on the back of the lid here we've got our two magnets. They've been holding up really, really well. I mean, I've put this device through its paces sitting at work, doing one of these over and over and over and over, and the only thing that has happened is just the wear and tear on the finish here. That's about it, guys. I mean, being in a construction site, this isn't full of dust. I mean, I'm in a really dusty environment using grinders and stuff like that, but as far as this being aluminum, I don't know. I see a lot of copper being exposed there, but doesn't bother me none. Okay guys, let's get back to FaceTime. We'll discuss this a little bit more. Alright, there you guys go. So we had an up close look at the cloupor Mini. I'm just screwing on the Kanger sub tank right now. I just want to show you guys a little vape on this. Like I said in the up and close at work, my usual vape is around 13.5 to 14 watts using the 1.2 ohm resistance coil in the Kanger sub tank, the OCC coils, excuse me. And it's a very good vape. It gets me by through the whole day. So not bad. And you know, that does me throughout the day. It's small, it's compact. Maybe with the Kanger sub tank on it, it's not so compact. But it does the job, and it's a very, very good slim device. I have had my dripper on this. I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys right now. My dripper is set up at it's in between 0.50 and 0.60 ohms resistance, 0.50. We'll go ahead, because I have to vape this at its max, which will be the 30 watts. At least that's where I enjoy it with this build on this dripper anyways. So I don't know why, but I just enjoy this Mutation X. It's been a very good RDA to me. So you can see here we have it set, I don't know if you can even see that, set at 30 watts. It's reading the coil at a 0.6. Gives a good vape. Gives a good vape at 30 watts. Nice stealth vape, I guess. Okay. At work I use the I lock the wattage up and down. That's a nice feature to have on this. So you can see the RDA at 30 watts, at least where I like to sit, will work for your drippers. So we got this product sent to us from gearbest.com. Now, I've been to gearbest.com. I filled out an order for many products that they have on there, and their shipping costs are awesome. Okay, so there's a code I have for you guys to get the cloupor mini from gearbest.com. Okay, I'm just going to quickly open up my email to make sure that I get the right code for you guys. Okay, so the regular price of the cloupor mini on gearbest.com is $42.68 USD. Now, with the code cloupor mini PC, CLOUPORMINIPC, I'll put a link in the description with the link to GearBest and the promotion code as well. You can pick up this device for $30 even, well, $29.99. That is a killer price for this device, okay? For the ones that are looking for affordable devices, this is definitely the route to go. Very, very affordable, especially with the coupon code to get the cloupor mini for $30. Shipping on their site, when I checked out, shipping to Canada for me expedited, which I do believe they ship DHL, which DHL is kind of up and down for customs fees, but my last order that I did through GearBest, or had filled with GearBest, they sent it DHL, and I purchased over $80 worth of stuff, so it was free. But the shipping for this was just under $5 to me. So under $35, you can get the cloupor mini from gearbest.com. The shipping was 4 to 7 days. Okay, so that is an awesome shipping time. Definitely need to check it out if that's in your what's the word I'm looking for, in your range of price that you want to spend, or the amount of money you want to spend. Very, very good deal. Okay, so my opinion on the cloupor mini, I haven't had any issues. I don't charge it USB, so mine hasn't blown up or whatever. I really like it. I'm going to continue using it at work. I am going to definitely continue using it. Battery life. I can go a full 8-hour shift on one battery. Single 18650. If I decide to use this throughout the night, I do have to change. I do have to change a battery to a fully charged one, and then it will continue to go through the night and into the morning, and then I change it out again. So if you're going to use this device all day, you're going to go through two 18650s, dependent on how you vape. Now me, I am a chain vapor, so I am going to go through batteries. Like if I have a vape in my hand, I'm going to vape it. There is no putting it down. I'm a chain vapor. That's what I do. That's how I smoke cigarettes, and that's how I vape. So anyways, there you guys go. There is the cloupor mini. Go to gearbest.com, check it out, use the coupon code cloupor mini PC. I'll throw that down in the description of the video with a link to gearbest.com. I would like to thank gearbest.com for sending this product for review. Now, if you guys have never been to gearbest.com, please go check it out. If you've heard of a website called Fast Tech, think of gearbest.com as a upgraded, or what's the word I'm looking for? I'm having trouble looking for words today. Yeah, I'm just going to go with an upgraded Fast Tech. Okay, just the same amount of stuff as Fast Tech. They have, you know, your e-cigarettes and everything else, watches, PDAs, everything, all the little things. Very good prices. The prices compared to Fast Tech are a little bit higher. As far as quality goes on the products, I don't have an opinion on that yet because I filled an order a couple days ago, and it's taken a little bit of time to process, but they sent the package DHL, which I think is the expedited shipping on their site, and in 2 days it's already made its way from China all the way to the United States and is now just clearing customs in 2 days. So awesome shipping through DHL. We'll see what the customs fees and brokerage fees come to when it hits my door, but so far gearbest.com, liking what you guys have to offer. They also, they offer stuff like 3D printers, DIY 3D printers on their site. You need to check it out, guys. Alright, enjoy the rest of your weekend, week, month, whatever it may be. I'm out.